In our particular case, the assignment was to enable tens of thousands of young people to grow and learn and advance educationally, academically, as quickly as possible, get on to productive lives. And we interrupted that temporarily, as others did. There was so much none of us knew, and I think it was any decision or even mistake that people made in the first few months of this experience, I think, has to be excused. We all made them, and none of us knew what we needed to. But for instance, in our case, it rather quickly became apparent that this particular virus, almost inversely compared to the 1918 virus, was mortally dangerous to older and infirm people, but very relatively benign to the young, which happened to be our population overwhelmingly. And so, we simply looked to our duty and said, it's our job to keep this place open if we can, consistent with some reasonable degree of safety. And we recognized from the beginning that we might fail in that attempt. Probably the single most useful thing, Gary, that we did, and I don't understand why it wasn't universally, something like it wasn't universal. I asked the team we assembled, we don't have a medical school. We had to build a Protect Purdue system from scratch. In some respects, I actually think that was an advantage, that we had to do it that way. But I asked the medical people we assembled, please devise for us a simple severity index. Because what I really want to know is not, how many people have the bug, but if any significant number of students, faculty, or staff are getting very seriously ill, that's when we take no chances and close down. And so a 1 to 6 severity index, 1 asymptomatic, 2 1 symptom, so forth, 6 candidate for hospitalization. And we watched that along with all the other data every single day. Now, as it happened, after 6,400 cases in the academic year that finished last June, fewer than 2% ever reached level 5. And that told us that all things considered, we had made a correct choice, because our students did not sacrifice a year of their lives, did not have to set back their life plans by a year as so many others did. And but we recognize that might or might not prove the right choice, but to fail to try, we thought would have been a dereliction. And looking backward, I'm comfortable that we chose correctly.